Direct Sales Training with Rich Norton. I am your host, delighted and excited to be with you, constantly wanting to give you as much information as I possibly can to help you have great success in the field of direct sales. Because this is a learning experience. It's amazing. I've been in the business for 40 some odd years, since I was a kid. I love the industry. Every day that I go out in the field, I still have some nervous energy. You know, I'm confident, but every day is a new challenge. Every day is a new opportunity. That's what's exciting about direct selling. There's no such thing as a typical day. I have people that ask me all the time, how many doors or how many people you need to talk to go out and get your first sale? Is it 2 doors, 5? I said, it's all that. You know, you have to be prepared to do whatever it takes in order to have great success in selling. And that's the best part about it, is the challenge that we face each and every single day. So I'm constantly learning. I've never gotten to a point where I've got all this figured out, I know everything, I can write the book, I've reached my maximum potential. If I've done that, I'm going to start going backwards. I always have to keep learning all the time. So the knowledge that I have in direct selling, the goal for me is, as I'm growing, to help all of you. 40 some odd years worth of experience in direct selling, lots of failures, lots of success, and I tell everybody that's coming into our industry, do exactly what we do and you will have success. So I dedicated this show, I wrote a few things down here, what I call must-know sales techniques. Now some of these, as you watch these shows and you watch anything about selling, they may be repetitive. That's good. Repetition is the mother of all skills. So I wrote a few things down. As you're visiting a prospect, it's very important that you build a rapport with your prospect. The problem is, many people go in and they visit people, whatever they're selling, and they go into pitch mode right away. Pitch mode is when you're talking at people and you're not listening to them. A representative walks into a business or wherever they're selling, and right away, you know, I represent this, I do that, and immediately the prospect is like, wait a second, now their defenses are up because you've rambled on, you've thrown up a bunch of junk, and you haven't developed a rapport with your prospect. So how do you develop a rapport? It's important, as we've talked about in many different episodes, and I will continue to talk about, it's important that you're sincere, that you're genuine, you believe in what you're doing, but you find a common denominator and you ask questions of a merchant or a business. For example, in my industry, in the merchant service world, I visit all different types of business owners. I may be in auto repair shop, I may be in dry cleaners, wherever I might be. It's all different types of businesses. And when you walk into a business and you may see, for example, some sports items, obviously that means a lot to them. I walked into a business the other day and they were from Detroit, and they had all types of Detroit Tiger stuff, 1984, and I remember all that. I'm a big sports guy also, and immediately I went right to that. I said, wow, I remember in 1984, the Detroit Tigers, man, they were like 24-1, and I mean, they were the best team in baseball by far. I knew right away. As a matter of fact, I was in Grand Rapids, Michigan that summer, and man, they were excited about that. Is that where you're from? Oh yeah, whereabouts in Michigan? We're from Grand Rapids area ourselves. Okay, you probably remember 28th Street and all these other, oh yeah, that real busy street. Guess what I've done right there? I have developed some nice rapport with that business. I may walk into a business and I see, for example, I had one the other day where they had the 10 Commandments. I'm like, that's awesome. It's great to see a business that's not ashamed of putting that up there. Immediately, we connected right there. Now, people say, don't talk religion, don't talk politics. You don't want to go in right away and jump on that. But if you find a common denominator with them, you're building a rapport. You can ask questions even if you don't see anything at all. You can walk into a business and say, by the way, are you guys from this area originally? No, we're originally from New York. Wow, okay, what part of New York are you from? Get them talking about themselves, because here's the truth, people love to talk about themselves. If you're in a business and you see trophies, or you see a big deer head up there, where did you get that? Wow, that's fantastic. Who's the big star in bowling? Is that you? Great, how long, what's your best score? What are they going to do? They're going to say, I did a 3. Wow, you did that? Man, I'm lucky if I get 120. How long you been bowling? There you go. You're developing a nice rapport with the business. That's all part of selling yourself, and that's part of getting the people to like you. These are important. Here's another one. Present solutions. What you want to do in whatever you are selling is you want to find out what their pain points are. For example, things that you can say, and I use this a lot. If there was something that you could change about your current situation or the current provider that you're with right now, I know there's probably a bunch because I talk to businesses like yourself all the time. A lot of them are very, very unhappy with their services, but personally yourself, what would be, let's just say, the top 2 things that you would love to see improve on? Guess what I've done right there? I got them to talk about their pain points. They might say, for example, you know what, our business, I'll use for example, I would like to get my money quicker. I wouldn't like to pay the fees that we're paying. Whatever you're selling and what you want to do when you're asking those questions, those pain point questions, you want to listen to them, because you want to find out what is going to be the best solution for that particular prospect. So very important that you present solutions that are going to help the merchant or the business that you're selling to. So helping, educating, consulting, asking questions. What are some things that are very important to you when it comes to, and there you go, whatever you're selling. What are things that you need personally? Get them talking about that. What's important to you? People like to talk, you listen, and then you come up with a solution. And the way I do that a lot is I'll say, you know what? I run into a lot of businesses like yourself, and I find that that's probably the most important thing. That's number 1 on the list, so you nailed them. Here's what we've been able to do for other businesses like yourself in that area. So what I do is I don't put it directly on them. I use a lot of third person a lot, and I'll say, this is what we've done for other businesses, same situation that you've been in, and they all love it. And then I come back with another question. Can you see why we have a lot of success with that? Or can you see why businesses like the idea of that? Yes, we do. There you go. I've developed a nice rapport, coming up with solutions for that particular business. So some of the things that go along with that is be honest. You know, unfortunately, salespeople, many of them have a bad rap, because what they do is they go out and they over-exaggerate or they misrepresent. And some of them, unfortunately, have the philosophy that the only way that I can get a sale is I have to over-exaggerate, or I have to omit something, or I have to lie about something. And when you do that, here's what ends up happening. That's going to come back to haunt you. Because in this type of business and any type of direct selling, you want to build up a very good reputation. Your character is important, and it's important that if you want to have long-term success in the field of direct selling, it's very, very important that you have a good character and you're building referrals. You know, the more you do that, the more referrals that you're going to get. So be honest, have integrity, believe in what you're selling. Your honesty will go a long way. You show me someone that has a lack of character, or you show me someone that does this business without integrity, or any type of direct selling without integrity, you are going to show me someone that's going to have a short career. The people that have success long term, think big. and they're honest, and they have true integrity. So very important. Smile, very important. Smile, I always say, piles of smiles through miles of trials. As I speak to merchants and I speak to business owners, all the time I'm smiling. You know, as I'm speaking, I'm like, can you see how that great? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that great? That reduces their resistance, and they see that, wow, what a happy guy. And your enthusiasm and your positive attitude, it is contagious. Your smile is contagious. If you see someone without a smile, this is what I say, give them one of yours. All right? Go out there and smile. Practice that. You will find, this is amazing, that you'll find that maybe you don't even know it, that you're not smiling enough. You should practice whatever you're selling, practice your presentation, do it in the mirror, listen to yourself. You know, this is important, a good voice inflection. All that's very, very important. And you will find a lot of times as you're recording yourself or you're looking in the mirror, it's like, man, I'm not even smiling at all. So practice speaking and smiling at the same time. Now I have a bunch more. We can do that in the next show. These shows go by so fast. We want to get you as much information as we possibly can. So let's continue with more of that, of must-know sales techniques in order to have great success. We will continue this in the next video. We'll see you next time. Hi, it's Rich Norton here with the super crew of Payrock. Thank you for tuning in to our shows. As you see, I have a passion to teach people how to be super successful in the field of direct selling. Can you imagine that? 42 years of knocking on doors, knocking on businesses' doors, going out and speaking to people and having success. I want to share the knowledge, the passion that I have with as many as I possibly can. Many of you have reached out and you've inquired. You're like, hey, I'm in sales, or I want to get in sales. I want to do what you do. It's exciting. I want to learn more about it. Do you guys have opportunities? And the answer to that question is yes, we do. So if you're the type of person that is interested in earning great money up front, as well as building your own business, not by yourself, we're going to work with you and teach you how to do this business, but as well as earning residual income where you're making money while you sleep. So that's the opportunity that we have. If you'd like to learn more about it, you can reach me. I'll introduce you to some of our leaders, some of our team leaders around the country. We're all over the country, wherever you're at. You can call me at 904-434-4635. You can text me. If I don't answer, I keep busy, leave me a message. Or you can email me at Payrock, which is Payroc, Rich Norton @gmail.com. You'll see it right at the bottom of the screen, and I look forward to talking with you. And if you qualify, we will teach you how to do this business and live the life that you always dreamed of. I'll be happy to help you.